Okay, so who created that?
Have I shared the story of this? Want to start with me sharing the story of who created this? Yeah? Alright, let's roll. Okay. This, you बनाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि I ended up searching everywhere for a map of Nepal. हैन सबैतिर गएँ. I went everywhere looking for a map of Nepal. Unsatisfied, dissatisfied. What the hell is going on here?
And you knew what you were looking for.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was looking for, and I was looking for this last year. Nothing that I saw, everything that I saw did not. You know when you want something, you know that this is how you want it, and it's not custom made. Somebody else made it, so it's just not you. And I was like super unsatisfied. Then I went to Patan. And again, long story short, I went to a place and I really liked the work, how they do it. And as soon as I told them that this is what I'm thinking of, they were like, all right, we can do so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so, but it's going to take time. And I loved their work so much that I was like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. So in the beginning of the first episode, nobody can see this because it was still being made and it was locked down and all that.
Yeah.
After a certain time, it took 3 months to build this, and then it was made, and it came over. And
I mean, look at the details of the detail and the radar.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I'm glad that you like it, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you for having me, Sanjay. You actually asked me. You had promised me actually. Yeah. You were supposed to go to America, and I think you did. I know. And then you said, Didi, once I'm back in May. May happened, then June happened.
Lockdown happened.
Lockdown happened, blah, blah, blah.
This happened, that happened. And I'm glad that you're coming right now. This is the perfect time. There's a time for everything. This is, for me, the perfect time. Okay, I'm so excited that you're here. A month back we were trying, and then a couple of things happened, up and down. Let's not get into that.
I know.
I still remember the first time I met you, and I wanted to talk about that. I want to start off with that. Miss Nepal had happened.
It was way before Miss Nepal. I met you, I remember. It was way before Miss Nepal.
Who's Miss Nepal? Ora.
I remember you were with Sanjay and Prashant. And I remember... Okay, you go ahead first.
Okay. What I remember is... at 2011, I can't remember, 11, 12, something, somewhere along that line. I think so. Okay. And then Miss Nepal had happened, and then somebody had hosted Miss Nepal, and I was like, oh, okay, great. And so many people are, fantastic job done. And then somebody told me, oh, you should do it too. And I was like, well, I don't know. And then one day at a party, I met you. One day at a party, I don't know where this party was, but I met you, and I went up, and I was like, Rachana, I'm Sanjay, and it's a great meeting. And then you were like, oh, you have that thing, no? Oh, hi.
Okay.
That's what I remember. That the first time I met you. But which one? That's what I remember. I don't know which
there
party.
was this restaurant that Ashish had opened at Jamshikel. Now there's a restaurant. I remember I was sitting at the bar, and and all of a sudden I had my back towards the door. I hear somebody's voice, hello, and I was like, oh, that voice is so unique. Now let me turn around and let me not get disappointed when I see the person. The same day?
Yeah.
And I turn around, and then there you are,
Skinny
the voice larger than life, and there's this skinny boy.
Yeah.
Is that the voice that's coming out from you? And you were like, hello, this is a hello, Didi. I was like, okay. So I was actually checking you out, and it's your voice, Sanjay. It is so captivating. It's everybody who meets you remembers your voice, and that's who you are. That's what's made you today. And I think I'd like to, first of all, before we go on, like to really congratulate you for this studio. And you're the only one man standing who can do this. And there you go.
Thank you very much.
So happy for you.
Thank you very much, C. I really appreciate it coming from you. And, okay, there are many moments in my life where you've played a big, humongous role. So I'm going to take it one step at a time. Naive young little kid. of course, I hosted events. I did things. That was the day that I was talking about. That was the exact same day that I was talking about. And I wish I could remember that restaurant too. यस्तो माथि चढेर जानुपर्ने कुन रेस्टुरेन्ट थियो चाहिँ मैले बिर्सेँ. तर यतै हो के त्यो. It's within the area. Never ever. Okay, let me rephrase it and let me say it in this way: that Miss Nepal, for any master of ceremony, is the most challenging event. There are thousands of steps, at least 100 that you have to memorize. I had no idea what I was getting into the first time I did it. I had no idea what I was getting into, and every step of the way, you've guided me in every step of the way. Not just for Miss Nepal, not just for that. I am who I am, and one of the biggest reasons for that is you have played a big role in that, and I want to thank you for that. Genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Every time I get on stage, the words that I utter and the things that I do and how I do it and how I present it, there's a part of you there. And that's going to stay with for me for the rest of my life. And I want to honestly thank you for teaching me all of this. There's tons of things that I've picked up, which, picked up from all the things that you've said. And there are tons of things that I've picked up that you've literally said. You know what I mean? And trust me, Didi, every time I get up on stage, there's something or the other, there's a part of you that's with me, that you've helped me, you've guided me, directly, indirectly, and it's going to stay with me till the day I die, because this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Your humbleness, the acknowledgement that you just made, the appreciation is going to take you all the way up. All the way up. Sky's the limit. Because acknowledging, appreciating, and staying humble is the key to success. Thank you.
Everybody needs to know this. यो इन्डस्ट्रीमा कसैले पनि कसैलाई गन्दैन के, कसैले पनि कसैलाई सिकाउँदैन के. म तिमीलाई सिकाउँछु, तिमीले सिकेपछि तिमीले राम्रो यस्तो यस्तो गर्न सक्छौ, यसले तिम्रो जिन्दगीमा तिमीलाई यति मद्दत गर्छ भनेर हैन, कसैले पनि सिकाउँदैन के. एकदमै थोरै मान्छेले सिकाउँछ हैन. The day I did an event that you were a part of, I came to that room. I came as a young, naive little kid who thought that he knew everything. Trust me, I came into that room.
You did have that attitude.
I still have that attitude.
You do, where I only know how my tone has to be and how to fire the words to you. Otherwise, you have to shake it off sometimes. You're like, okay, yeah, it's right, Rachana. Yes, ma'am. I love it. And, the thing is, even though you did have that attitude, and I did recognize it, I knew how to go about it because I knew you before.
Yeah.
As it is, it was your voice. Eurat timro, I needed something, which was your voice. I wanted to tune it. Yeah. I wanted to have a character. I wanted to have the purpose, and the tone. And I wanted so to support you and help you to deliver what you have. I was sabi ko mancherko cheese. When we work, we want something out of them. And you had your voice. Okay? And the way you picked up, yes, we all make mistakes. And that's completely all right. Just learn from it. Try hard not to repeat. But you being you, 1 year you learned a lot. Second year, still being a kid, you were, a little bit alikati trying to take things in, advantage. Didi, mo ekdam busy chu hai. Mo aihalchu. 1 baje ho, Sanjay, come at 1 o'clock. Didi, mero yesto cha ni. I said, Sanjay, 1 is 1. And you'll arrive around 1:30. Yeah. All right, now I said, hush. Calm, relax. First of all, have coffee. No, you were so much you had so much of energy. You so much wanted to cover so many things that when you used to come to the practice, you always used to be huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
I know, and Didi, 1 hour now. I have to rush. Okay, and that time I literally used to think, okay, if this guy is not going to deliver what we want, that's it. I'm going to say, Sanjay, I think if you cannot give time, I think we need to, reconsider about placements. And then you say, okay, promise, I'll do it tomorrow. Promise, I'll come tomorrow. Promise. And they used to go, and then you used to come on time, but then huffing and puffing. But what I know of you, Sanjay, is you caught up, and you not only did work of the MC, but you were so involved with each and every participant who you made them feel special, who you made them feel comfortable. And a part of you will always remain in with us in Treasure, because at that time, Timi bhanda aru male koi pani dekhena to do this job, right? And now, by the way, Sanjay goes, Timle ke ta chale do didila bhanyo ni, and it was like little cup and plate, and I was like, no, give it to me in on a cup, because mo yaha guest haina, mo gharko manche, and that's how I feel with you, and whatever we do, in the future, work together, our professional life is there. I know, and now you have a studio, and it's good to catch up.
No, it's great, and oh my God, every step, every step of the way,
तिमीले मेरो गाली खाक्छौ
खाछु सुने पनि छु त्यो गाली दिएकोबाट म अरूलाई गाली दिएको सुनेर पनि म भागे पनि छु
तर तिमीलाई गाली गर्दा नि तिमीले गाली गर्यो भनेर
never in my life it's not a gali, it's never a gali.
There you go.
It's never there has never been a day where you've told me something which hasn't changed me. गाली भनेको यस्तो कुरा हो कि त्यो कुरा सुनेर मेरो के अरे मैले त्यो कसरी लिन्छु भन्ने हो नि त नि, त्यो गाली होइन नि त. You never given me a gali in my life, होइन? Nobody should. I don't think there's a single person who's worked with you who's going to say that you've given them gali. It's not a gali. It's a goddamn lesson. If you can grasp that lesson and use it for yourself, it's great. If you cannot, then sorry. It's a gali.
Yep. It's true, because in our times, I've been in this industry for the past 2.5 decades now.
Yeah.
And before, first decade, I used to be strict.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue. And we did not have this social media platform. Then the girls used to literally, they didn't know whether they'd like me or dislike me. After the show, they'd come to me crying, hugging me, and say, thank you so much for all the galis. Thank you so much for all the harsh words, because that only made me stronger. That only made me realize that it was for me, ma'am. And during work, like when we work together, we're in a different mode, aren't we?
Of course we are.
And I learned so much I've learned so much from you as well. One thing you taught me was patience.
You have to just take it easy. You have to take it easy. I know that. You have to take it
because
easy.
Because you being always like a headless chicken running around. Didi, okay. Didi, I gotta go now. Didi, okay. Which you did work very hard. And that's how you've come all this way.
Yeah.
Because I think, I have 3 daughters. And sometimes, we always have this day where we don't want to do anything. Okay. Then the only thing that pushes me is life.
Yeah.
Because for me, life means work. It's simply work.
If you don't have that, we're finished.
There you go.
We're finished.
Even if you want to relax, you still need to work. You know that?
Of
to
course.
Relax.
Yeah.
You need to. Yeah. You have to work to relax.
No, you have to. You have to.
Put on the television, whatever. That's work.
I still remember there was a day.
Make a cup of tea. That's work.
Everything is work.
Coffee.
Everything is work.
You want to relax, you want to read a book. Okay, to finish off a chapter is work. I don't know.
Everything is work. There's no shadow of a doubt on that. And everything, you wake up in the morning, that is work. Everything is work. When a lot of people, see, this is how it works. I'll say it in very simple terms. I know. You come in as, this is a human being. The human being has his own thought, own everything, own confidence, the whole thing, the whole package is here. Once this person goes inside the Rachana Gurung Sharma tunnel, I know, and comes out the other side, the person's changed for the better. It's different. So many things are added. So many things are added in that human being. I'm talking about myself. First time I met you, and then I went through the whole process of being with you for X amount of days. I transformed as a person. So I'm lucky that I've worked with you so many times that every time I work with you, I learn something new. I learn something new about myself and my capabilities and what are the boundaries that I can push. You know that. You've seen that. The people hire me now, and the people hire me, and people pay me X amount of money to go ahead and do their work, and I tell them, you're hiring me for my experience, because when things go wrong, I know how to fix it. How do I know all of those things? Because I've done so many things, and because I had a great teacher. Remember all the mistakes that we make? Remember all the mistakes that I've made throughout? That only you know? That nobody else in the world, people watching on TV, people who were in the hall, in the theater, they have no idea. There's only one person that goes through my mind when I make a mistake, and that's you. There's only one person who's gonna catch me. Chapai. In back of my mind, I'm not afraid of you.
Of course.
I'm not afraid of you.
Of course not.
I'm not
I don't want you to be.
Yeah, exactly. If I was afraid of it, then I'm going to make so many mistakes.
Exactly.
But as soon as I make a mistake, I'm like, Rachana didile chai thaha payo.
Yeah, but then I also feel, I know he's made a mistake. I just hope he covers it.
Yeah. And then guess how I learned to cover that too.
Yep. You learn as you work.
And everybody needs to know this. This is a lot of people know you, a lot of people know me. People need to understand that this is where we are coming from. This is what we do. This is what you do, and you are the best at what you do. And this is how it works. This is the complete package that you're getting into, even once you're working with you, you get the complete package. Tell me something. When sharing your ideas and your vision, what goes in your mind when you're sharing that with somebody?
When I start thinking about concepts, I switch on my so-called screen of imagination, and I try to project, film, see. I know. When I sit down and when I start to think, nothing comes in my head. Nothing. When I'm traveling, when I'm seeing things, when I'm talking to somebody, when I'm listening to somebody, ideas just starts pouring in. Then what I do, I don't need to even make notes after that. It registers. Then I build. Then I sort of write a story. Okay, this is how I'm going to start. This is like an essay. I write. I don't make notes. Then I share it with our directors of the Hidden Treasure. How about this? Because you're being in this industry, the only way to survive is for you to change. Changes. So every year, my vision, my ideas, it changes. Now, going back to your question, when I want to share my ideas, when I want to share my vision, I can only share it with one or two. I cannot share it amongst a huge, all the directors and the chairman and the marketing team and the whole set. I need someone who can execute it.
True.
And when I see, let's say, a peacock with its right colors, that person needs to see a peacock with its right colors, not only white peacock when I'm seeing a green.
Yeah.
Right? So details of the details. So when I meet a person and when I share my ideas, I really go into details. And that, for me, is very important. How I connect, how I vibe, how I see through, how I understand the other person when I share my concept and ideas. I will not be able to share it with, the whole bunch of people around, and this is my, And then slowly that idea sort of embryological stage ma हुन्छ नि हैन अनि त्यसलाई नै refine गर्दै the pure form ma बनाइसकेपछि मात्रै we execute it. So is that the question?
Yeah. Well, even when you meet, a lot of people want to go ahead and win Miss Nepal. Everybody wants to be a Miss Nepal. And एक हिसाबले हुन्छ नि, every person who is participating wants to win. It's very simple. When the first time you meet, this I really don't know. When the first time you meet the girls, first time when you're meeting them, what's their expectation?
What's my expectation?
No, what's their expectation? First of all,
their expectation is, I really don't want the girls to get intimidated by me.
Right in the beginning.
Right in the beginning. They're like, Rachana ma'am's there.
Yeah.
And their brain just freezes. They don't know what to do. They can't look at me. I don't want that because, you are there for a reason. Just give us the real you. Don't come, tomorrow is your interview. Don't buy a new dress. Don't wear something that is not you. Come prepared. But right at the spur of the minute, don't try to impress us with your either this is what I'm going to wear, this is how I'm going to be, this is where, what I'm going to say, talk about myself, what are the questions they're going to ask, nothing. Just come with a free mind as you are. Because you know yourself better than anyone. All we're going to ask is, what's your name? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your background, your experiences, your education, your hobbies, and your current life, what you're doing. And that's simple. And you know yourself better than anyone. The only thing that you need to really practice on is your fluency. You have to be able to express yourself. And if that you cannot do, you need to start talking. You need to start using your voice. And that's where you are. The purpose that you're there for is for us to know the best side of you. Yeah. From the talent to your warmth, to your kindness, to your enthusiasm, to your... Just be real. Be you. Because everyone's unique here.
Yeah.
Everyone's unique. And it takes a lot of effort to know yourself. It takes a lot of energy. Yeah. It takes a lot of time. And even during training, we have a lot of selves, like self-esteem, self-confidence, self-awareness, But the most important thing for you to have is self-control. And that is, you can only have that self-control when you know yourself.
Exactly.
Your likes, your dislikes, your value, your beliefs, and there was this question that you asked, my answer was experience. What was it?
Oh, we were talking about it earlier. Yeah, for that thing. God damn
And people even say, why do you talk? Don't you get scared?
Yeah. What makes you confident? Was that the one?
What makes me confident? There you go, experience, right?
Yeah, that was the one.
There you go. I mean, oiliko zamanama ni, one thing that I really want to share is, don't just see, read, and think you know. You need to experience. You need to learn with action as well. Because what you think about, eventually you do end up doing it.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, for example, hadn't you dreamt of having a studio? Of having your own talk show?
Of course.
There you go. You thought about it, no? Here you are.
Yeah.
I was so much into beauty pageants since I was very small. I was raised in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Every year. And my sister used to take me to beauty pageants.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've actually worked backstage, hanging clothes that was on the floor, hanging it. Right? I've always wanted to. And I had come here for a holiday in 1994. And that's when Gopal Kakshapati, I always loved to mention his name, asked me, and with that drop of a hat, I said, okay. And the reason why I am Sanjay still here after 27 years is because, why do you think?
Why do you think I'm here? All the experience.
There you go.
All the experience. Nothing else. That's it. That's the most important thing in this world.
And passion.
Yeah. The passion is there. The experience and talent, experience, this whole thing, and the hard work and the determination, Didi.
And
the amount of work.
And knowing the area where you need to move ahead of time. Seeing the track in front of you and knowing, hey, nothing's going to stop me. For me, someone mentioned, when you're driving a car, there's this rear view mirror and then there's a windshield, right? Oh. It's larger than the rear.
Yeah.
So you need to have a wider focus on moving ahead.
Yeah.
And I always see, I have so much to learn. And for 2022, plans are already there. Now, I've spoken to the directors.
Yeah.
And then the chairman, I'm like, okay, now 27 years, now it's time for us to make the bag upside down, dust everything, and there we go. We need to support young talents. We need to have a good relation with our business partners, sponsors. We need to create and respect one another's space, departments, and there's so much to learn from everybody. And now a lot of people are saying 27 years is a lot of years to be in one industry. And let me tell you, every year I learn so much. Every year I'm embracing. I need to update. I need to be on time. And the other reason is, I think, because the Hidden Treasure organizers, I think they also are satisfied with my job, and I think that's why, they've not replaced me. But now being the creative director, I do have more responsibilities that's on my shoulders, and then I'm enjoying every bit.
Of course.
Enjoying every bit. And you will see a lot of changes now, which, like I mentioned, we want to support all these young talents. But then at the same time, I don't want... I've also seen, these youngsters who likes to have a quick fame. Like...
viral?
No. Alikati cheat garera, alikati, someone else works hard and they take the credit type. Ke?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Of course I know what you mean.
Somebody works so hard, behind the scene, and one just pops up and takes all the credit, and which is okay. That in this industry, you really, 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 first of all, need to adapt to changes, creative talent, and you need to be people person.
So somebody's worked super hard to go ahead and pave the way, and then somebody else comes in and takes all the credit. I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah. You just got to continue doing your work. Because you know.
Yeah.
See, मलाई पनि त्यस्तै धेरै धेरै भइसकेको छ. अब अहिले पनि I train 20 girls, okay, who's raw. Some come from modeling, media background, okay. Some have traveled.
Yeah.
Some have not. Some have not even come to Kathmandu. Some are farmers. Okay, so we have 20 girls who has no experience even walking in heels, let's say. Then we have, let's say, maximum 8 to 10 days for practice. Okay? So we have 4 to 5 days, let's say 4 days of stage presentation. That includes walk, gesture, posture, expression, and everything. 4 days, 20 girls. Then you have another 4 days for choreography. Okay, and then we have grand rehearsal. And then we have the finale, 10 days. And then I see girls, practicing and training and everything. त म त्यो सिधै भनिदिन्छु. त्यसपछि एकजना ट्रेनर आउँछ, एकजना केटीलाई ट्रेन गर्छ, and then there you go. That person has the name out there. Which I'm happy for, which I like to support. And I am bringing in choreographers, and, I'm going to designate a lot of work this next year. You know? So you'll see a lot of changes. And that is something that मलाई अलिकति चित्त बुझ्दैन के किनभने हामीले चाहिँ we paved the way. हैन सो उनीहरूले पनि सिक्नलाई त्यही अनुसारले नै ग्राउन्ड रुट लेभलबाट नै काम गरेर आउनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ के मलाई केही सिक्नलाई के फर एक्जाम्पल कोरियोग्राफी डज नट मिन जस्ट यताबाट यसरी हिँड उसरी हिँड यताबाट आऊ उताबाट जाऊ हैन कोरियोग्राफीको त एउटा त सुरु नै गर्नु छ भने त ओहो it's a lot of work. Choreography does not only mean how to make girls walk and pose and smile, and enter from this, entry and then exit from there. No. So त्यो पनि देखेको छु तर मलाई अहिले I'm really looking out for young aspiring choreographers now. Really I am, because I really want to give them what I have. But then I don't want any of these young inspiring choreographers to come only for fame, only for name, because hard work comes first. True. And you got to learn from the scratch, no matter how many years or you think you've done this, choreographed. But I'm really looking out for a choreographer. Last year I had an assistant. She's good. Rani Maya. I will now look for someone else, because I need to want something out of that person, and I need to be inspired. I need them to give me, if I'm asking for 5, I need to give me 10. I want,
I know.
someone to inspire me.
I
And I will just leave my position, my place for them.
I know how you work. I know your style. I just know a bit of it. Oh man, when I think about it, when I think about all the times, all the silly things that I've done in front of you for the past God knows how many years. त्यो सानसानो कुराहरू याद हुन्छ कि मलाई चाहिँ हुन्छ नि हैन कहिलेकाहीँ I make a very silly mistake when we are practicing हुन्छ नि and then you've picked it up. And I look at you, and then you've already understood. This one's made it like that one. All the memories are coming back while we are talking about all of these things. All the memories are coming back.
And remember, there was one thing. I think it was last year.
Which one?
And give me anything to read. Like, go ahead. Announce karda geta. Don't drop it at the end.
Yeah. Didi, that's exactly what I'm saying. So every time I go ahead and like announce something, you know. Probably मैले सुरुको 3 वर्ष त्यो गरेको थिएन होला हैन fourth year maybe I came ahead and remember you told me this is not how you do it and please welcome la ठक्कै एउटा त्यो there's a point when you leave it you know so this is exactly what I'm saying. I have been doing this for the past 10 years and I learn something every time I work with you, something completely different.
I love your humbleness. I just love the way
that I didn't know that I could do. हुन्छ नि हैन मलाई थाहा थिएन नि त मैले त्यो गर्न सक्छु भनेर हैन. There are people in our country who are very open for things like this. छन् नि मैले कतिजना चिन्छु, maybe not in my line of work, but I know a lot of people who are very open to learning.
Yes, I mean this year I'm just so excited for next year. I'm like, why didn't I think of that last year? Why didn't I think of that? I have made mistakes. And I've learned from it. You know, and me giving all these new, fresh ideas to the hidden treasure, and they were like, "Why didn't you think of this before?" I was like, "Well, I'm also learning, you know." And it's so much fun just to create.
People don't realize that. Okay, that is something that people need to realize. That there are a couple of things that you said that I want to talk about. And one of the first things is if you do not move with time. Time is going to move ahead. Time is not stopping for you, for me, for anybody else.
Oh, yes.
For anybody else.
Oh, yes.
And the skinny little kid that you met, well, I go to the gym and I buffed up a little bit, slightly. Slightly. Maybe
no, it's you know how Bruce Lee is? He's not bulky.
No, he's not.
He's not bulky. He's petite, but then, the strength and the power.
Well.
And let me, talking about changes, let me tell you something. We were in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, for a destination wedding. And then the 10 days was like, never been to Dubai, it was my first trip to Dubai, was so, you know, like a fantasy. It was like, wow, YouTube ma dekhyo, अहिले पनि real life ma पनि देख्न पाइरहेछ, you know, and then you feel the tree leaves because they look so fake, because it's so clean.
Open Dubai.
I listen, and then you know, there's not even just a bump while you're driving like 120. I know, nothing smooth. The speed, I keep hitting the brakes because we're not used to the speed anyway.
I know.
And
you drove?
No. But my sister's there. So we were staying over at a place, thank goodness for existence. And then I come back, and a lot of friends and family were, oh, this is going to get depressing now, coming back to Nepal. And looking at the roads, just dust, you know, pipelines just left everywhere. And then I felt a kick. When I came back after 10 days, I thought, I better catch up now.
Yeah.
I've wasted so much of my time looking at Dubai. I'm thinking, the urgency, the hunger, Sunny.
FOMO happened, fear of missing out once in their life.
Oh, goodness. Not only 10 days, in life.
Yeah.
In life. So he gave me a very good kick.
You know what I do? Every time I go to a very, very Western or a very super developed country, I come back. As soon as I come back, I go back. I go to Gaon. I go to Gaon. I stay there for a day or two, and then I come back to Kathmandu. So that's how I balance everything out. That's what I tend to do. I've been doing that for a long time. Not that the Gaon is not developed, it's being developed right now. When I think about it, 27 years. Jesus. When you think about it. We pulled out a picture of Didi and Keanu Reeves. One of my team pulled out a picture of you and Keanu Reeves back in the day. I'm like, oh my God, that's her. Google Little Buddha Keanu Reeves Nepal and then the first one. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. Damn, son, look at you. Where was this? Background कहाँ हो यो थाहा छ? Bhaktapur. Man. Who do you look like? Which one of your daughters? The most?
A lot of people say Ahilya,
exactly.
And a lot of say Amalia.
Amalia हो कि यसलाई मलाई अलिकति. How old were you at this time?
This was I know 19, 20, 21.
Damn.
Yeah,
man.
it was in December. And we had to wear the cotton dhoti and blouse and
जाडो महिनामा पनि यस्तो थियो.
Oh yes. And we had to be at the makeup station by 5 a.m. Do our hair and makeup, and then we were not the stars, but we were the extras, if you know what I mean. And what memory. Wow, Keanu.
Yeah.
He had lost so much of weight for this role.
For this role, right? Yeah.
And very, very... When you don't know him, he really gives that Hollywood actors...
the vibe.
The vibe. Takes... You sort of... But then, once you get to know him, he likes somebody who's outspoken and, who's not afraid of expressing himself. And he just gets close to whoever... talks and who's naturally just
What did you say to him?
I said, what's that scar? Because he's got this scar, huge scar.
Petma.
Instead of looking at his face and going hello, I looked at his stomach and I'm like, what's that scar? Yeah.
When you think about it, Antonia, see, okay. A lot of people watching us at the moment right now most probably are going to be like, they don't know you, they haven't met you, and they want to go ahead and spend time with you as well. And then for people who haven't met you, how do you describe yourself to them if you had to? For people who haven't met you but want to meet you, want to get to know you, want to be a part of Miss Nepal.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get. I respect. Now let me use the word respect.
Respect. I respect.
Yeah.
I respect.
No. The thing is, I don't get angry. I get even, and respect comes from.
I'm trying to be like, when were you last time angry?
There you go.
Angry. Like, I don't remember the last time you were angry. Like, I mean, last time December, you were never angry.
There you go. And people think that I'm always angry.
You were never angry.
No.
I know. But of course, there have been times when you were like, where is everybody? That has happened. That is because...
That is not going to happen because now I have a team who will do my part of that job.
Where is everybody?
Yeah. So I'm just going to now delegate. So I have this great new team that we have. To do all that, where's everybody? Now, no one's going to hear my voice.
No, that's not how it is. No, I don't want that. No. Okay, so let me explain it to everybody.
So people who don't know me, people don't know, who has not met me.
Yeah, exactly. Who
has not met me will really think that I demand respect.
No.
I feel. Because they're like, oh God, the way she speaks, oh, kasto, je pani kasto petsa bhanne, speaks her mind. Kasto, as long as you don't hurt somebody, as long as you don't belittle somebody, professionally, personally, and socially, okay, and it's just I'm quiet sometimes. I completely
Shut
shut down when I'm with people. I do.
No, I know.
And sometimes I make a joke out of myself. So
I know that too.
so it depends on the time, place, and manner, I guess.
यस्तो भयो कि यहाँ के भयो भने समस्या के भयो भने I've spent a lot of time with you. That's why I can completely go ahead and say all these things. होइन यस्तो रहेछ कि त्यो टाढाबाट हेर्दाखेरि how was it 27 years ago when you came in, when you decided to be a part of Miss Nepal? 27 years ago, you were the same, I'm sure. होइन how did people react to it at that time?
I would not say I was the same. I've seriously have matured.
Of course you have.
And learned a lot. Become wiser.
Yeah, the amount of confidence?
The amount of confidence, then I just knew what I had to do. Like my job was this. That's it, choreography. And just to train the girls and do the choreography. Now people don't know, but I do a lot of things from planning to executing to everything else.
Yeah.
But त्यतिखेर चाहिँ first 1990s मा चाहिँ till 2000 मा चाहिँ म ठ्याक्कै मेरो ट्रेनिङ र मेरो choreography मात्रै थियो. I wasn't involved.
This is the thing, yeah? It's the confidence that people want to learn, like how are you going to be confident in life? People cannot express themselves. Not everybody can express themselves.
And Sanjay, one thing, I had a great sirs, my bosses, who taught me a lot. And I learned a lot from them.
Okay.
From the chairman and the directors of The Hidden Treasure. I've learned so much from them. And they have made me, during hard times when we were going through in the early 2000s, Miss Nepal's, oh boy. It was either you drown or you start to swim right now. Up to you.
What do you mean?
It was हाम्रो कस्तो थियो नि त अब 2000 मा हाम्रो कस्तो थियो मिस नेपालमा पहिला अब मिस नेपाल गर्नको लागि मात्रै त हामीले गर्थ्यौं नि हाम्रो त यस्तो रिसोर्सेसहरु त कोही पनि थिएन नि त हैन अहिले त मेकअप देखि लिएर डिजाइनर्स देखि लिएर हैन अहिले त सोशल मिडिया नै भनौं अहिले हैन यो सबै छ नि त आको छ नि एमसीज भनौं हैन लाइभ टेलिकास्ट अब पहिला थियो एनटीभी थियो तर अहिले पहिलाको त्यो जमानामा मिस नेपाल मात्रै गर्नको लागि अब अहिले स्पोन्सर्सकै कुरा गरौँ न हैन हाम्रो the chairman and the directors they've done a lot to be there still, even though people did not know that the pageantry industry existed at that time. Was it no? I mean, we went through a lot. I mean, अहिले त भन्छ okay, बुढो भयो अहिले के गरिरा. Now people are getting to know that I have been in this industry for the past 27 years. People did not know then. I know now they know, and they're wondering why I am still here. I know. We went through so much, Sanjay, for the past 27 years. We've been through so much that experience has only made us stronger. And there is no way that The Hidden Treasure and Rachana Gurung Sharma is going to quit any sooner.
There are tons of beauty pageants coming along. You know, the national level, international level. What's your take on that? Honestly.
Honestly, you need to really walk, talk, breathe, know everything about this industry. Some have used my name, saying that I will be the trainer, I will be the choreographer, and has taken 15,000 to 20,000 rupees from the participants, and I'm not turning up, and they're calling me. We thought you were coming for this Miss ABC.
Yeah.
And we have spent 15,000 just to get your training, just to go through your choreography.
Cheats and scammers out there.
Sorry?
Cheats and scammers out there.
Yes. I mean, that's not how it works. You know, and now what the Hidden Treasure, what we are doing now is giving a pre-pageantry training. We've started it.
Yeah.
I know. And there are a lot of young girls who's now, calling up and asking, what the training's all about and this and that. We just want to prep them. We just want them to know the basic skills of entering a beauty pageant. I know, and it's growing so fast. It's changing even faster now as we speak. In the time, and we don't want to waste your time, and we don't want you to waste our time.
Okay.
You know, in training now, because we have all this to learn everything from here. I mean, come prepared, come one step ahead of others. Try at least. You know, and ahileको time is so competitive out there. You know, अहिले तिमीले beauty pageants के कुरा गर्यो भने पनि हैन, I'm happy that Miss Universe is there. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
I support Miss Universe. But yet, at the same time, I have not been able to support so much. I do have respect for these local Miss Tamang, Miss Newars, Miss Gurungs, हुन्छ नि हाम्रो Miss Nurse. Yes. Okay, it gives the platform for girls to, to be more confident and to have that, like I had mentioned, self-control in life. I know, because speech, to give speech, to talk in front of anyone takes a lot of guts. It takes practice. And it's everybody gets nervous.
Even we do.
Even we do. You know, you just got to know. You just got to know how, why. And so I'm happy for all these, other pageants that's coming up. But just don't scam the girls. Just don't give false names. Like, okay, Rachana Gurung Sharma is the trainer, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Miss Nepal, when they're selected, they only pay $2,000. That too, we want to make them aware that, hey, $2,000 भनेको पनि मेरो पैसा त्यहाँ गएको छ, हुन्छ नि? And they don't have to pay anything except for the transportation coming to and forth. And that's about it. And me, getting calls, oh, we thought you were going to come train us, ma'am. You're not coming. They had to, they charged us this much. And I'm like, I am so sorry to hear that. I am not informed at all for this. So त्यस्तो चाहिँ नहोस्. एउटा ट्रेनिङ, एउटा कसरी चाहिँ हामीले एउटा अपलिफ्ट गर्ने त हो नि एक अर्कालाई, हैन? Let's pull them up from all professions. भनौँ न, अब मैले मिस नेपाल मात्रै गर्दिनँ, मैले अरू ट्रेनिङ पनि गर्छु, हैन? So यो ट्रेनिङमा मैले के गर्छु? I go, I observe, I see, I find faults, and if they don't like it, I step back. If they say, yes, we want your training, I go there and I just show them the way. I'm not there to teach them how to do their job, but now, in this time and age, you got to be aware of everything, like body language, gestures.
Of course.
And just a simple smile to a stranger means a lot.
Why do you think we're missing out on all these things? This is what bothers me. One of the reasons why I started this podcast was because you can have a conversation. You can talk about things. You can open up. You can express yourself. That is still somewhat missing. It's there. Thanks to social media, thanks to apps like TikTok, thanks to tons of other apps, people are now expressing themselves. I don't know how it was 10 years ago. 20 years ago, I had no idea how it was. You know, when people came in or wanted to be a part of Miss Nepal or wanted to be a part of any of the other trainings that you did. Oily, it is different. People can at least express themselves, but I still hope and wish and pray that more people can express themselves. Because the more you express yourself, the more confident you're going to be.
Of course.
How do we make that happen? How do you think we can just fast track that slightly for the youth?
मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्छ भने घरबाटै सुरु हुन्छ हेर मलाई लाग्छ है के हो भने first you got to build on your self-esteem, which is if I make a mistake, it's okay. Like for example, घरमा तिमी हिँडिरहेछौ अरे एउटा ग्लासको दुध पोखायो अरे फुट्यो अरे ग्लास हैन घरको आमा बाबाले ए ल ठिक छ ग्लास लाग्यो खुट्टा काट्छ है ठिक छ यसरी सोरौँ यसरी सिकाउनु त पर्यो नि त इन्स्टेड अफ आँखा देख्दैनस् तँ कहाँ गएर तेरो कहाँ आँखा कहाँ छ हात कहाँ के हो बल्ल बल्ल यो दुधले त अलि फुटाइस् अब के गर्ने अब को खान्छ यो दुध काम नभएको you know just useless एउटा हुन्छ नि you're a useless person just because that person dropped a glass of water भनौँ accidentally हामीले चाहिँ त्यस्तो मिस्टेक्सहरू के गर्यो भने एउटा सिकाउने हो के त्यतिखेर you know concern देखाउने हो के हैन ए फुट्यो be careful खाली खुट्टा नहिँड हैन लाग्यो काट्यो you know are you okay you know okay no worries glass फुट्ने फुटिहाल्यो दूध spill भने spill भइहाल्यो you know that's minor तर यहाँ चाहिँ अलिकति सानो सानो चीजलाई पनि जहिले पनि कस्तो भने नि अब always finding faults in everything and in others not listening to others त्यस्तो पनि हुन्छ नि त यहाँ हैन लाइक अरूहरुको ओपिनियनहरु नसुन्ने अरूहरुको थट्सहरुलाई भ्याल्यु नदिने हैन अनि पछि चाहिँ आफै पनि भिक्टिम खेल्नेहरु पनि त हुन्छ नि त यहाँ धेरै छन् त यहाँ
of course
हैन तर त्यस्तो बेलामा चाहिँ if you see someone making a mistake you know it's all right it's okay to make mistakes. And for you to come out confidently it's okay to make mistakes. But of course, we know what is right. We know what is wrong.
Yeah.
We know what's good. We know what's bad.
True.
I know. They line mane unsani you got to know because positive, negative. We all know ni what's good, what's bad, what's I know. तर त्यसमा चाहिँ I think यो youth हामीहरुलाई चाहिँ उनीहरुको पहिला हाम्रो टाइममा यस्तो थिएन कि जति बुझ्दै गयो उति I'm like whoa यस्तो पनि हुने रहेछ whoa like you like to understand जस्तै for example I'm sure in our times and age we went through depression हाम्रो friends होला मै होला मेरो दिदी बहिनी होला मेरो साथीहरु we went through depression but nobody took action or nobody voiced out saying I'm depressed because once you did mention I'm depressed they would go to a psychiatrist then and it's okay तर त्यतिखेरको टाइममा कस्तो थियो oh no लाज हुन्छ oh no they're going to think I've gone cuckoo बौलायो and now you go through a depression it's okay to voice it's okay to go to a therapy it's okay
of course it is
you know it's okay to see you know alikati katteko belama हामी doctor जान्छ नि हैन so even if you feel that something is disturbing you and you are not finding the solution go to a professional go to a therapy
mental health is so important
it is and now especially at this day and age for me having 3 daughters that's my priority, is I need to level with their, they're quiet. Okay, now I need to find out
what's going on.
Before it was like, के हो? के सोचिरहेको? काम छैन? Now I'm concerned why they're quiet. Why they're always working, why they're always studying, why they're always... त्यो सबै balance भने आफूले नै गर्नुपर्छ के. त्यो आफूले मैले भने नि, you know yourself better than anybody. And to even घरमा त्यो बच्चालाई confidence raise गर्नको लागि चाहिँ you need to respect that individual personality.
Okay.
Like how that kid is.
Parents need to understand that first.
Understand गर्नुपर्छ. It's not, you cannot expect other people to do what you expect them to do. Parental guidance are there. That it is so important to recognize one's personality, one's nature, one's character. To really support the person for who they are. And it's okay to make mistakes. Any do mistakes, but when you do make mistakes, don't concentrate on it. That I made a mistake. Oh no, now what?
If you keep thinking about it, you're constantly going to be still there.
Accept, approve, and appreciate for the person who she or he is.
It's missing big time. I'm not kidding with you. It's missing big time.
Everybody is important. Everybody's special.
True. That is so true, and that is something that we miss sometimes. कहिलेकाहीँ त्यो छुट्दो रहेछ कि कहिलेकाहीँ के राम्रो काम कसैले गरिदियो भने त्यो व्यक्तिलाई धन्यवाद भन्नुपर्छ कि त्यहाँ पनि छुटाउँछौँ क्या हामीले हुन्छ नि थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच थ्याङ्क यू फर हेल्पिङ मी धन्यवाद मलाई मद्दत गरिदिनु भएकोमा होइन कसैले बिगार गर्यो भने फेरि त्यहाँ भन्नु पनि पर्छ कि फेरि ए यो बिग्रियो
हो
होइन भनिदिनु पनि पर्छ कतिजनालाई a lot of people don't know that they're making a mistake होइन and a lot of people think that confidence is bad. Hell no. The more confident you are, the better it is for you.
The more you listen.
Yeah.
You listen to understand. Confidence is there. You listen to react. No. So you have to listen to understand.
That is why we're putting on the headphones.
Oh, yes.
How does it feel to put on headphones, by the way?
I'm hearing
I've never
my own
asked this
voice.
to anybody. Yeah. What do you think?
Hearing my own voice. It feels like that my voice is talking to me.
Yeah, you're talking to yourself.
I'm talking to myself. And you are right next to my ear.
I am.
Like you're whispering. You're right next to you. Connection is there.
Yeah.
I really connect with you in a more deeper way in this conversation. Which feels good.
Yeah,
which feels good.
Yeah.
And how's my radio voice?
Your radio voice is good. Yeah. How come you never did radio, by the way?
I wanted to.
Offer आथ्यो.
I'm
sure आथ्यो. I just like percentile 100% भने होला नि. If you had ever joined the media, where would you have joined? Would you have done TV, radio, or everything?
Radio.
Radio?
Love radio. Love radio.
How was it in Hong Kong, by the way? Did you ever do
I'm
anything?
a radio... No. I used to choreograph. That was it. My part-time job as a choreographer. Dance. That was it. I used to... Radio is in me. Like, in my house, in the car, it's radio.
Yeah.
All the way.
Technology, one thing that I wanted to get into earlier was 27 years ago, 30 years ago, of course, technology has evolved. Now it is so different. Now अहिले आएर चाहिँ show business हो क्या showbiz हो नि त a lot of people get confused what is showbiz and this time what you show is that is the business, that is what it is, it's plain and simple, and a lot of people go ahead and take everything so seriously हुन्छ नि हैन so rootedly हुन्छ नि there are a lot of things that's showbiz as well हैन that we can see in Bollywood clearly in त्यो थर्लङ्ग देखिन्छ नि त हैन tell me now how has technology gone ahead and how have you embraced technology? Let's start with that. Honestly. You opened a TikTok account?
Yeah. But I'm not active.
Yeah, of course not.
For me, see, this pandemic, I hope I'm not going to get into trouble by saying this, has your technology, if I'm to define, what people are looking for is before the technology, what did we have? Your technology अहिले के छ नि यो वर्ल्डमा यो नहुँदा हाम्रो पहिला के थियो एउटा मोबाइल मात्रै थियो नि त हैन इन्टरनेट थिएन नि खाली मोबाइल मात्रै थियो नि हैन मोबाइलको वर्ल्ड मोबाइल नहुँदा के थियो एन्टरटेनमेन्ट के थियो टिभी ओके
रेडियो
हैन टिभी थियो
okay.
हैन टिभी थियो त्यो टिभीको जमानामा हामीले आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर you know, Barba Papa Rapa Papa भनेर कार्टुन रामायण महाभारत त्यति मात्रै थियो नि त पहिला एन्टरटेनमेन्ट भनेको हाम्रो टिभीमा अब अहिले त पछिको टिभीको त्यो प्रोग्राम्सहरू छोडिदियो होइन अनि त्यसपछि त्योभन्दा कलर टिभी त्योभन्दा अगाडि के थियो ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट टिभी थियो होइन ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट टिभीमा त्यसपछि के थियो त्योभन्दा अगाडि के थियो जस्ट साइलेन्ट मुभिज टिभीमा
हो त है साँच्चै साइलेन्ट मुभी
एन्टरटेनमेन्ट हो नि
चार्ली च्याप्लिन एन्ड ऑल वर काइन्ड अफ साइलेन्ट
हैन त्यो साइलेन्ट मुभी थियो सो टिभीको एरा नहुँदा पनि के थियो त मान्छेहरूको एन्टरटेनमेन्ट
प्लेज रेडियो या
used to get entertained by radio man news sunne live going from here this is what happened this got killed this is what this one got you know awarded this one got you know all that it was radio ko era pan थिएन रे त्यो अगाडि के थियो
प्लेज थिएटर
अब टेक्नोलोजी हामीले अब अहिलेको देन वी वेन्ट टु टिभी देन ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट टिभी हैन देन साइलेन्ट टिभी देन त्यो भन्दा पनि अगाडि के थियो एन्टरटेनमेन्ट रेडियो थियो हैन अनि रेडियो अगाडि चाहिँ के थियो रेडियोको एराको अगाडि चाहिँ के थियो
काउन्ट मी आउट
इट वाज sitting around a bonfire
True.
sharing stories telling each other stories telling your children, telling the youngsters the experiences, do's and don'ts. And that's how the children learn. In this pandemic, in these lockdowns, that's what I realized.
Yeah.
I was gathered amongst family. We caught up. I got to, know my family all over again.
Nice.
Okay? And it's basically storytelling that entertained us. Now, in this current banana technology, what do people want to see? Stories.
True.
We have this.
So true.
We have this Instagram my story
No.
Timre story it's so interesting.
From morning to evening.
Yeah, from the morning till the evening.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do.
Yeah, and then we learn so much from it. We see places that we've not seen. And so your technology it really pushed me all the way back till the era where we did not have radio, TV, internet, and this fast track technology. And so that's what made me realize oileko current.
You're checking and everything. No? Well, checking the number. You're taking trips, You're doing all those things as well now.
Oh, I went to Champa Devi,
and you posted that as well. And for me personally, I love all these things. I love outdoors, being outdoor and now, exploring all these things.
And now every single person's life has a story. Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot, because every day is a new life. Every day is a new life. Everybody has that power, that light in them. Use it. Use it. And do not be afraid. You just need to step out and try. Just one baby step. You want to get up early tomorrow? Try getting up early tomorrow. बिहान उठ्छु भनेको म सकिनँ. Don't. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. And to reach, especially अघि मैले भनिहालेँ नि, especially after I got back from Dubai, I think I missed out so much in life. Just seeing, people there and how hard they work and, the everything. I feel I've missed out so much. That's why I so needed this hike as well.
Of course.
And the nature, the being, connecting with your own self, and it is so, so, so important. And be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Because this situation that we're in right now has made everybody stand in one platform.
Everybody's at the same place?
Same platform. I mean, come on. The lockdown, I mean, होइन एउटा life भन्ने चिज नि, every breath that you take is so important. So important.
It surely is.
It surely is. So don't take it for granted. Do not take this single breath. Okay, breathe. Hold on. Thank God.
I quit smoking, by the way. That's why I'm gonna.
So take it easy. Breathe.
Yeah,
Breathe, look up and smile. And just be thankful. Nothing is impossible. We're all so powerful. And every day, be thankful to the new day.
I wish everybody. I try to be as positive as I can every single day. And people come and ask me, how do you do it? And I'm like, what's not there to be positive? What else can I be? Negative? Can I बसेर सबैजनाको कुरा काट्दै बस्छु? म बसेर सबैजनाको बारेमा नराम्रो भन्दै बस्छु? For what? What am I going to go out and gain by doing all that?
That's what it is. See, negative, be positive, don't be negative. So what is it about not being negative? We all know, don't give the attitude, don't. The negative is afima reflect huncha ke. For example, I came that way, I came the other way that I'm not supposed to come.
All right. Yeah.
And so it's like, मैले यताको सट्टा मैले यता लिएर आउनु पर्ने रहेछ. तिमीले यस्तो भन्नुको सट्टा बरु यस्तो भनेको हुन्थ्यो. यस्तो गरेको सट्टा त यसो गर न. Now that's negative. हैन, तिमीले यो कालो पर्दा लाउनुको सट्टा त बरु डार्क ब्लू लगाएको भए हुन्थ्यो नि. That's negative. हैन, मैले हेत्तेरिका यो अर्को नीलो मगमा खानु थियो, यो सेतो मगमा खाइछ. That's negative. You're giving yourself that negative vibe. It is what it is. Shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said this. You should have said this. You should have came that way instead of that way. You should have, taken that person instead of that person. Maybe things would have, you should have worn the other color instead of this color.
True.
Maybe so मलाई चाहिँ अरूले भनेको र त्यस्तो एकदम मलाई नेगेटिभ लाग्छ. अनि I also try not to think that way.
I always think about before I say something. I don't overthink things. You know how I am. I'm pretty blunt about how I express myself. What I've started doing for the past few years is before I go ahead and say something, before I point fingers at others, the other remaining 4 fingers are pointing back at me. So I'm like, okay, all right, ठिकै छ त. त्यो मान्छेले केही सोचेरै गरिरहेको होला जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई. Unless somebody is making a drastic mistake or something that's going to be life-changing. And then I go ahead and intervene. Otherwise, I'm like, all right, let that person learn from his or her mistake. Let that person go ahead and learn from whatever the hell they're trying to do. Because if I hadn't made all the mistakes in my life and I hadn't done all the dumb shit that I've done, I wouldn't be where I am at the moment.
Do you regret anything?
Hell no.
There you go.
Hell no, nothing. I don't regret. I do not regret any single thing that I've done or any single all the interactions that I've done, all the human beings that I've met in my life, I met everybody for a reason. I met everybody to reach where I'm at the moment. And all the people that I'm going to meet and all the mistakes that I'm going to make from today onwards is going to be for where I'm going to get 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, till the time I die. Isn't that what life is all about? Making all the mistakes that you make, you know, and gaining all the experience that you're going to gain.
Yeah. But then, you know, it's very important to learn and to listen. It is. It is so important to, especially your close and dear ones. It is because they mean nothing but the best for you. Dear and near ones, meaning your immediate family. A lot of people do not listen to their dear and near ones because it's kind of they think it's, you know, their ego does not let them. Ego भन्ने चीज, anger भन्ने चीज naturally नआउँछ क्या हामीलाई, सिकाउनु पर्दैन नि हैन, त्यो naturally नै we are born with it. तर ठाउँमै राख त्यो ठाउँमै हुनुपर्छ किनकि ego angle पनि it helps you, तर that has to be kept at its own place, है. तर one really needs to listen to the near and the dear ones, किनभने उनीहरूले खाली राम्रोको लागि मात्रै भन्छ, नराम्रोको लागि भन्दैन. अनि धेरैले चाहिँ सुन्दिनु हुँदैन के, उले त मलाई जेलेसी हो कि त्यो मैले राम्रो नगरेर होस् कि, आफ्नै आफ्नैमा पनि धेरैले त्यस्तो सोचेर उ गर्छ. तर I think for me, even my mother, let's say, she was my number one critic. अहिले पनि if I get ready to go out, she goes, साँच्चै नै त्यो लाएर गइरहेको हो? And I'm like, आमा ठिक छैन? And she goes, होइन होइन होइन, त्यो अर्कै लाग्यो भए अलिकति हुन्थ्यो कि. Then before it was like, why are you criticizing? Why? Isn't this okay? But now I know because I have 3 girls myself, okay? Then she says, बरु त्यो अलिकति यस्तो यस्तो, you know, she'll let me know. Now I feel her, I think about it, and I go, yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
You know, you know, like growing up as a kid, before my bus used to pick me up at 7:20 a.m. and I used to hoover the house. I used to make breakfast for myself. अनि आमाको पूजाको भाँडाहरू लोटाहरू सबै दुबोहरू मंगलबार दुबोहरू टिपेर हुन्छ नि, फूलहरू टिपेर राखेर म जान्थे के. And that was not what do you call it, a burden work. It was just that it was part of my duty as a daughter. हैन, अब अहिले त्यही कुरा हामीले छोरीहरूलाई भन्यो भने, why do I have to do this? For what? Things have changed. Times have changed. You know, not that they don't work or they don't do. तर अहिले म मेरो आमाले मलाई हुर्काएको र मैले मेरो 3 जना छोरीहरूलाई हुर्काएकै टाइम डिफरेन्स चाहिँ म देख्छु के. हैन, so I learned a lot. म पनि यो जेनेरेसनको यो चेन्ज ले के भन्ने धेरै चेन्जेसहरू आफूमै ल्याउनु पर्यो के, मेरो 3 जना छोरी हुर्काउनलाई. Because the way that my mother brought me up, आँखाले बोल्नुहुन्थ्यो उहाँले त. ए गर्दा उठ, बस भन्दा बस, यहाँ हैन ठुलो मान्छेको छेउमा भन्दा आउट, लेट, you know. And then 9:30 we had to go to bed, and there used to be like ting tong something bell, and they'll just look at the watch and they'll look at me. It's like time for you to go to bed now. Well, the Wi-Fi off गर्यो भने पनि no. You know, that's so I learned a lot from oh goodness, every aspects of life, like being a daughter to a bhanji to a bhadaini to a baini to a didi to a buari to a wife to a bhauju.
You forgot work.
to everything. We've, so many responsibilities we have, and it has to come naturally. Don't complain. And now that I'm a grandmother, my Banji has a daughter. Now I'm a grandmother. I have to play that grandmother role.
You're a grandmother now?
I'm a grandmother. Yeah, proudly can say I'm a grandmother.
When I think back, the first time I met you, and now we're talking, and then we're going to be talking every year. We're going to be talking 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. We're going to be like this for the rest of our lives. And imagine us talking 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Wow.
त्यो बोल्दा बोल्दै दाँत झर्छ होला है हाम्रो
पक्क निस्किन्छ होला थाहा छ म यसरी ग्लास राख्नुपर्छ कि यसरी ग्लास होइन त्यो झरिहाल्यो भने राख्नुपर्ने होला
के भन्यो साह्रो बोल न
के हुने होला है इमेजिन के हुने होला कि 30 years from now when you think about it
अब नभन न मलाई अब यहाँबाट हिँड्दा त के हुन्छ थाहा छैन मलाई I just know that I need to head back and finish few to-do list. I have to tick that before I go to bed.
I know. I know how you roll. I've seen all of that.
You know what really made me responsible in life?
What?
Before going to bed.
Yeah.
Let's say I need to buy fish food or dog food. I know that's in my mind. I'll say boli. But writing it down, putting it beside your bed has really helped me. Like, pants silaunu cha. Go return the book. Go pick this up. Like, I'll know tomorrow ki I know that I'll have to do this, but writing it down and right beside your bed and getting up in the morning, seeing that list, and when you're going to bed that night, make sure you tick all that. Make sure there's a tick on that.
Yeah.
Because if not, the burden bholi thapincha ke feri. Bholi गरिहाल्छ नि bholi भइहाल्छ नि. No, don't take even a single second for granted. You need to do something, do it now.
That's exactly what I agree on. म त भोलिको लागि पनि छोड्दिनँ नि. म त त्यही दिन गरेर सकाउँछु.
हो नि.
Because if you do not, one thing I've realized is, now I've come to realize it, and I thank goddamn COVID for this, I thank COVID for a lot of things, if you do not do it right now, if you do not do it right away, त्यो भोलि बस्दैन रहेछ के. You have to do it at the present. I love living in the present, but I love, like you said, I'm going to definitely use this down the road. Rear view mirror ko त्यो ऐना सानो हुन्छ, अगाडिको windscreen ठुलो हुन्छ. I'll always use that. Thanks for saying this, If you do not do it at that moment, if you do not do it, it's going to be so tough. I love planning the next day, okay? Bholi ke छ, because I look forward to that day.
There you go.
If you do not look forward to that day, then त्यो सबै अन्धकार हो नि त नि. Everything is dark. You really don't know what you're going to do the next day. I love planning the next day. That is one of the most important things that everybody needs to do is, I'm not just talking about young people, I'm talking about all the old people who run this country as well. You have to plan for tomorrow. You have to look for tomorrow. You have to be visionary. If you are not visionary, there is no point. That's why I start my day thinking of what I'm going to do tomorrow and listing it down. Yo कामहरु चाहिँ मैले सकाउनु पर्छ भनेर हैन. Maybe we're built that way. That's why you write it, I envision it, I put it in my phone. हुन्छ नि हैन. If you do not plan it, then you're never going to be able to execute it. If you plan it, it's so easy to execute. And it's with everybody. It's not just with young people. It's with all the old people who are running this as well. Sometimes I wish that you go ahead and train everybody, show everybody how it's, at least alikati bhaye pani guidance how it's done.
Oh no, now that I don't have to, Sanjay, because I was going through the TikTok. Oh my gosh, it really takes your time, TikTok. I used to sleep by 9:30, 10. Now it's like 11. Why? TikTok, So anyways, TikTok ले चाहिँ के गरिरहेछ भने मैले पहिला यो body language, table manners, just simple let's say personality development के कुरा गरौँ न हैन. यो सबै अहिले टिकटकहरुले देखाइरहेछ. मैले कभर गरिसके त्यो सबै पहिला. मैले भनिसकेको छु. So whenever I look at it, I'm like, I'm sure the girls who went through my training now says, oh, okay, I've been through that training. And Sunny, now I see, you know, I'm not putting everybody, people down, but in my industry, in my work, I've done what I see now people doing. I've done those things before. I've done it before. तर हाम्रो टाइममा त्यो कभर गर्ने थिएन त्यतिखेर मैले गरिसकेको छु यो सबै चीजहरु अहिले जे गरिरहेछ हैन तर I am not afraid to try new things तर कति जनाले चाहिँ new things हरु चाहिँ उनीहरुले grasp उनीहरुले accept गर्दैन गरिसकेको चीज गर्दा चाहिँ ए okay they know what they're doing or ये ल है they're on track भन्छ तर when we try to do something new it's no you're out of your league you're just out of your track हामीले जो जे मान्छेले जे गर्यो त्यो गर्नु पर्ने नै भन्ने छैन के बुझ्यौ है झन् अहिले यो मेरो इन्डस्ट्रीमा we need to be creative we need to tick all the time and
I agree
and you know we want that energy that vibe from everybody I know we need to rub off we need to take
of course
that energy that vibe and then and Theo so I am not afraid at all to try new things and which I can't wait
2022
for 2022
I'm super excited and right at the end I want to say this one more time thank you very much you I call you Didi but you know you're way more than that for me
oh
you know that
not a grandmother
no not
Didi and way more than that grandmother
oh man
thank you Sanjay and thank you for being you thank you for creating this on air you know for such a heart-to-heart talk. I don't even feel like it's an interview. And like I think I mentioned to you, as soon as I came in, I used to look around and I used to go, oh gosh, you know, everybody gets nervous. I'm like, what is this guy going to ask me? And even if I do, it's going to be the same question. It's going to be the same answer. But then with you, you have touched so many people's hearts just by being you and accepting and especially being so humble and acknowledging that takes a lot in a person. And when you stay humble, you have the ladder to success all the way up there. Sky's the limit for you. So I want to wish you all the best, Sanjay, and thank you for having me here.
You know where I learned it from. You know where I learned it from, right?
This person right here?
That person right there, man. That person right there. All right, everybody. Aww. Thank you very much. We got to go. All right, we're done. All right. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Woo! If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications. This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios.